Hello, my name is Shure. Enjoy. Hello and welcome to a slightly different video for you today. In this video, I simply wanted to make a couple of perfect plastic packet sounds while I talk about probably my favorite type of biscuit, and that is McVitie's dark chocolate digestive. Now, I wanted to make this video simply because I just wanted to have a rant, basically. And if you enjoy this video, let me know, and I can do more of these mumbly rants in the future. It will contain a mix of the packet sounds along as me, well, simply just talking. Right, without further ado, let's begin. So, McVitie's dark chocolate digestives. Now, why are these probably one of my absolute favourite biscuits? Well, that is a simple answer. These biscuits contain two of my all-time favourite foods, dark chocolate and McVitie's biscuits. I have always been a massive fan of dark chocolate. I love lots of different types of dark chocolate, and well, even with dark chocolate, a lot of it is actually vegan friendly as well, which is pretty cool. However, I am not a vegan, but because dark chocolate is pretty much just cocoa powder and sugar, it's perfect for everyone to eat. I know it can be quite an acquired taste. However, for the people that like and appreciate a good dark chocolate, they all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, dark chocolate. If I were to narrow it down, my personal favourite dark chocolate would probably have to be Lindt dark chocolate, 70%. Now, I think 70% dark chocolate is the absolute perfect ratio of bitter to sweet. It's not super dark that it blows your head off, yet it is not exactly super sweet. Now, I do like lots of different dark chocolates. I would say I can tolerate up to about 80 to 85% I find enjoyable. That's the kind of chocolate. 70 to 85 is you can break off a piece, eat it, and enjoy it. However, I once tried Lint's 100% cocoa. I went to Italy and I saw they were selling Lint 100%. I'd never seen it before, and I don't think you can actually get it in the UK in shops. You could probably order it online, however, I never particularly have the need to get 100% chocolate. However, when I was out there, I saw it in a shop, and I just had to try it. So I bought it. I opened up the packet, I broke off a couple of chunks, and I tried it. And to be honest, it was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Considering a lot of people can't even handle 70%, 100% that's just skipping all the basic steps and jumping straight off the high diving board, straight into the deep end. And honestly, it is very bitter. Extraordinarily bitter, I should say. However, the chunks were a lot smaller, and honestly, one or two of those chunks, you can only consume a little bit because it is very, very strong. However, I thought it was, I wouldn't say pleasant, however, perfectly acceptable. But I can definitely see why the 100% chocolate was made. And I believe it could be incorporated very well in a lot of dessert dishes. For example, if you are making a dessert which is maybe too sweet, or you just need that bitter kick, a light grating of 100% dark Lindt chocolate, I believe would be a perfectly acceptable accompaniment to any sweet dish. I would even go to stretch to savoury dishes if you wanted that bitter kick. 100% may be what you require. However, I've taken a bit of a detour there, dark back to one of my favourite biscuits. Dark chocolate has been covered. Now, normal McVitie's, the plain McVitie's biscuits, I find are one of my favourites because they are such a versatile biscuit. You can use these biscuits in so many ways. You can eat them as they are, fresh out of the packet. You can dunk them into tea, into coffee. You can use the biscuits to make desserts, for example, cheesecake or Rocky Road or any type of dessert like that. You can bash them up into small pieces and sprinkle them on a dessert, and it just adds a beautiful sweet crunch. So, to combine probably the most versatile biscuit along with probably arguably actually one of the most versatile chocolates, you get this absolute masterpiece of a creation. If you have never tried a McVitie's dark chocolate biscuit. I highly recommend trying one. I think they are definitely better than the milk chocolate equivalent. That bitter sweet dark chocolate on that sweet crunchy base just hits the spot. It is a magnificent combination of flavor. I think the ratio of chocolate to biscuit is also on point. There's a decent amount of chocolate. Obviously with a biscuit you don't want to go too crazy. If you try and dunk one of these in a tea, for example, you don't want to fill your proper cup of British tea with a wedge of chocolate, because that would be rather unfavourable. It's a good dunking biscuit. It holds together very well. And I also love to cook with these biscuits as well. A lot of recipes where they require the normal McVitie's biscuits, I sometimes substitute them for these dark chocolate equivalents just because I think they work even better. One of my personal favourite dishes is when you use these crushed up dark chocolate biscuits as the base of a cheesecake, for example. You could have a normal vanilla cheesecake and you can have crushed dark chocolate McVitie's. You could have a chocolate cheesecake with these biscuits, and I even find as one of the most absolute calorific things you can consume, taking one of these biscuits and spreading a light spread of something like Nutella or a chocolate spread on top of this biscuit is just one of the most delicious treat meals. Well, it's not even a treat meal, it's a goddamn cheat day. One of these biscuits is, well, if you're on a diet you do not want to listen to this, but each biscuit contains 83 calories, and if you're adding a scraping of Nutella onto each one, you're thinking 100, maybe even 150 plus, and that's per biscuit. Now in one of these, I believe this is the smaller pack, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, roughly 16 biscuits for the entire pack. You're looking at an easily about 1,200 calories just in this pack right here. I mean, if you add something like Nutella or you use it in a cheesecake, you know, that's your daily calories gone right there. You know, that tiny tube of biscuits that you could easily finish off half a pack in one tea sitting. You could realistically finish the whole thing. I have eaten an entire pack before. However, do I suggest doing it? No, because these are quite unhealthy for you. However, as a treat or one or two here and there, they are just Perfect. Anyway, I believe we have reached the conclusion of my McVitie's Dark Chocolate Digestive Rant. This is not an ad, this is no sponsor for this. This is just me saying how much I genuinely like these biscuits. However, McVitie's, you know, if you want to do a team up, you know, a little crossover, you know, that would be sick. But anyway, that's regardless of the point. I hope you enjoyed this mumbly rant. If you would like to see more videos like this in the future, just let me know. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.